The Legend of the Eight Immortals.
Chapter 22. The White Cow and the Return Home. Li Xuan stood at the mouth of the purple cloud cave, his heart sinking like a stone in a well. Madam White Jade had vanished into the mountain mists, and with her the sacred scrolls were gone. "Master, don't despair," Fei cried out, hopping with urgency. "She said she lives in the White Jade cave at the back of the mountain. We must go at once." Li Xuan wiped the tears from his eyes and took a deep breath. "You have lived here for centuries. Do you know of this cave, or this madam?" Fei and Dian shared a look and shook their heads. "The peaks of Huashan are endless, Master. There are 1,000 caves we have never seen." Suddenly, Li Xuan remembered the lessons of Master Wenxi, the summoning mantra. He quickly performed a hand seal and spoke the secret words. In a swirl of golden dust, the elderly earth god of Huashan appeared, bowing with a wide smile. "Great Immortal," the spirit chirped, "I see you have successfully tamed these two troublemakers." Fei and Dian turned bright red and looked at their feet. Li Xuan cut in. "That is a story for another time, old friend. Right now, I need your help. A demon calling herself Madam White Jade has stolen my sacred scrolls. Where is her lair?"
The earth god's face grew pale. "The White Jade Cave is only 30 miles from here. It is named for the white jade produced behind the cavern. That daemon is no ordinary beast. Legend says she was born from a union between Grandmaster Lao Jun's azure bull and a wild mountain cow. Since birth," the spirit continued, "she has had nothing to eat but the tender white jade found deep in the cliffs. Having consumed so much jade, she has gained a profound spiritual nature, allowing her to transform into human form. Her skin is as white as snow, and even her garments are a shimmering jade white, without a single stray color. She calls herself Madam White Jade. She frequently lures handsome young travelers to her cave to steal their primordial essence," the spirit reported. "Once their essence is drained and their bodies fail, she devours them. Because of her, the villages below are empty, and my own altars are cold and forgotten. I am in a state of great distress. Now that you have come with a celestial decree, surely heaven has sent you to subdue this demon. This is not only a blessing for the people, but a great relief for spirits like myself." Fei whispered to Dian, "I didn't expect this demon to be one of our kind. No wonder the earth god was mocking us earlier." Li Xuan overheard and spoke sternly. "If you have entered the righteous Tao, why do you still harbor such wicked thoughts? Do you not fear the strike of a palm bolt of lightning? If she has stolen the scrolls, we are all in danger of heaven's wrath. This is no time for jokes. It does not befit the dignity of our sect." He turned back to the earth god. "Does she have any special powers?" "She can command the clouds and rain," the earth god replied, "and she wields a 3-pointed double-edged blade with terrifying skill. Ordinary men cannot hope to defeat her. Aside from that, she has no other notable abilities." Li Xuan turned to his two servants. "As it happens, this demon is also of the bovine kind. You both have experience in the arts of battle. Go first and challenge her. I will watch from the high peak. If you cannot defeat her, I will send my immortal sword to assist you." Fei looked puzzled. "Master, why not just strike her with a single sword blow now? Why go through all this trouble?" Li Xuan looked out over the vast mountains. "I am well aware of that, but this creature has practiced for 1,000 years to gain her current level of cultivation. This sword was bestowed by the Grand Master himself. Once it is released, even gods and spirits find it hard to withstand. How could a mere demon resist it?
If I take her life, I would waste 1,000 years of her hard work. If I can recover the scrolls and guide her with kind words to preserve her life and her future Tao fruit, that would be the best way. Heaven loves all living things. Divine arts and weapons should only be used as a last resort. Only if she remains stubborn and insists on fighting will I be forced to break the precept against killing and rid this mountain of a great evil. Since you two were once cruel and committed many sins, now that you are under my gate, you must always harbor such a heart to atone for your past."
Moved by his words, Fei and Dian happily set off. Outside the White Jade cave they roared, "Madam White Jade, come out and face us!"
The madam was celebrating her new treasure when her scouts reported that a man and a woman were outside shouting for her.
She emerged, holding her 3-pointed double-edged blade. "Are you the disciples of that poor Taoist?" she mocked. "A rabbit demon and a pheasant monster? You dare speak such arrogant words? Go back before I turn you into dinner."
The battle began. The air rang with clashing steel. For 50 rounds, Fei and Dian fought bravely, but they were no match for her. As they began to fall back, Li Xuan, watching from the peak, drew his sword and recited a mantra. A streak of golden light flew from his hand. Li Xuan still wished to spare her life. He thought to himself, it would be best to strike her in a non-lethal spot. Because the immortal sword was telepathic, it followed his very thought. Before his thought was even finished, the sword hummed through the air and sliced through one of the demon's legs. With a pained cry, Madam White Jade collapsed, her human form melting away to reveal a massive, pure white cow shivering on the ground. Li Xuan descended, retrieved his scrolls, and looked down at the weeping animal. "Do you know why I did not kill you?" he asked gently. The cow could only kowtow in remorse. "Your actions deserve death, but I pitied the 1,000 years you spent in cultivation. If you truly repent, come back to my cave. You may carry wood and fetch water alongside my servants. Since you loved my scrolls, perhaps there is a karmic bond between us. I will treat you just as I do the other two and guide you from time to time." The white cow wept and accepted his command. Rolling on the ground, she transformed into a beautiful maiden, though she now walked with a slight limp. Together, the 4 of them returned to the Purple Cloud Cave. From then on, Li Xuan practiced with even greater diligence. He ordered the 3 spirits to guard the cave entrance, allowing no one to enter without his decree. Within months, he no longer needed food or water, sustaining himself only on wild fruits. Within a year, he mastered the first 2 volumes of the scrolls, gaining the power to command the wind and rain and ride upon the clouds. When he finally completed the 3rd volume, he could travel between the mortal and spirit realms, transform into infinite shapes, and know both the past and the future. He had achieved the state of transcending the mundane to enter the sacred. When his 3-year training was complete, he left his 3 attendants to guard the cave and traveled on a cloud to Mount Kunlun to pay his respects at the 8 Visions Palace. Grandmaster Lao Jun had long anticipated his arrival and sent Master Wen Shi with a group of immortals to welcome him. The Grandmaster praised his progress but gave a specific command. An immortal must focus on nourishing their nature and protecting their heart. While you have succeeded in your training, your acts of devotion are not yet sufficient. You must go back to the mortal realm, help the suffering, and if you meet those with whom you share a karmic bond, you may take them as disciples. Come back to see me in 10 years. Li Xuan bowed and retired to the back of the mountain where a grand feast was held in his honor. Surrounded by celestial wine and divine delicacies, Master Wen Shi and the other elder brothers smiled at him. "Brother Li," they said, "since the beginning of the Immortals, you must be the one who found the way most easily. To achieve such greatness in so short a time, compared to us, your progress is truly 10 times faster. It is truly enviable." Li Xuan, naturally humble, thanked them repeatedly. "It is all thanks to the Grand Master's grace and the guidance of my elder brothers." After 3 days at the palace, Li Xuan bid farewell to the Grand Master and returned to the Purple Cloud Cave. He instructed his 3 attendants to guard the mountain and continue their own practice. Only then did he feel at ease to descend back into the mortal realm. He remembered his promise to his parents that once he achieved the Tao, he would return home. He traveled through the clouds, reaching his childhood home in Luoyang in less than half a day. He found his father and his mother frail and bedridden from years of grieving for their lost son. When Li Xuan knelt at his father's feet, the old man couldn't believe his eyes. "Is it really you, my son?" his mother cried, her tears falling like rain. "Our Li Xuan has returned as an immortal." Li Xuan felt a pang of guilt for his long absence. "I have brought you a gift from the mountains," he said. He produced 2 glowing golden pills, crafted from the Grand Master's own scriptures. These have the power to turn back time and heal any ailment. As soon as his parents swallowed the medicine with a cup of pure water, a miracle occurred. Their white hair turned black as ink, their wrinkles smoothed away, and their old aches vanished. They felt as energetic as they had 20 years ago. "Because of your devotion to the Tao, they rejoiced, even we have received this divine blessing." Li Xuan stayed for only 1 night. Fearing that his mother would never let him leave if he stayed longer, he departed in the early morning through an earth escape spell, leaving a letter written in shimmering ink to explain his departure. He traveled south toward the beautiful West Lake. As he walked along the shore, admiring the misty water, he saw a young boy standing on a rock, weeping bitterly as if he intended to throw himself into the depths. "Oh heavens!" the boy wailed. "I, Yang Ren, have failed as a son. I cannot save my mother. There is no point in living." Before Li Xuan could speak, the boy leaped into the deep, cold water. Li Xuan, prepared, pointed his finger at the lake, and the water instantly transformed. Can Li Xuan save the boy before it is too late? And what is the secret behind this boy's sorrow? Find out in the next chapter of The 8 Immortals.